Epic Morale is going to be bombarded off the get-go. Got us in the full fired outfit. Looks gorgeous. Lotto is going to charge in. Potentially big go. I think he's already used the grenade off the bat though, right? So, you know, like as a Lunar Storm. Bubble out from Morales. Hold on. May potentially be just a turtle counter for Lotto. Is that going to go for a trinket? This is through a stun. Trinkets right after. That is going to be a freebie root with that stun onto Morales. So that freebie root as a Sentinel is actually kind of huge. It doesn't proc exactly when you want it, but when it does, sometimes it's really good. Does catch that Searing Glare. Is going to end up missing some of their attacks. Backing up out of there, letting the Dawnlight fall off really quickly. I also like Lotto's whole, like, the queen attire. You got the cool red look about you. You got yourself the staff. You got yourself, like, a the crown and everything. Royalty, man. I like it. And Epic Morales out there, dude, just a pirate out here to claim the crown and the staff. Whatever it is, dude. Some kind of... It's actually so perfect. It's actually so perfect. He's out here just a plunder, and Lotto just trying to keep on their possessions. Where are you gonna ride on the head? The stories write themselves, Chad. The script writes itself. None of this content is unscripted. Stun onto Epic Morales as Lotto just trying to see if he can back himself out of there. I don't know if many bench may be a little bit of health. Turtle Shell will need to come out for the Freedom Trap. That or a camo. A camo is going to be huge. If you don't get dots on that pet, and this is where, if you're playing against the hunter, if you have any dots, keep dots on that pet. Makes it harder for the hunter to catch a reset. Binding shot immediately into an aim shot, trying to see if he can avoid the binding shot. Does not pick up the eyes. I think he was expecting for Lotto to attack immediately, but he's still staying in that stealth. And is going to go for a big manic bandage. That's a lot of healing. That's a solid bit of overall healing. Exactly what he needed. Freezing Trap right after. For a lot of this, an opportunity, as long as you can turtle like a stun, you might be okay. Still an immunity is available for Morales with Bop or Spell Warden. Trying to see if he can feign death in case maybe the stun goes on a pet. Does back away. Grenades are doing a lot of damage into additional output right after. Shield of Edge to follow. Got himself Final Wreck from a distance. Morales is going to get himself a random proc of wings that is going to put a Dawnlight on the pet. Might want to double Dawnlight himself. Maybe we're just going for a bit of a self-heal. Lotto with the Freezing Trap, but Morales is avoided. Trinket. That is going to be the storm. It's on top of him. Should be able to get a lot of grenade damage. Just needs more grenades. Leaping in, trying to see if it can end it. Morales with a lay on hand. Starting himself for Lotto. Picking up a lot of healing. Lotto healing with that first aid as well as acceleration. Knock back to try to see if he can potentially end this. Morales got a bit of healing. Bop is still technically available. Searing Glare is going to be able... No, he doesn't connect. It doesn't look like he connected. I think it's going to be full disarm. Spear. I think he's just getting poked to death. Stunned. Wake of Ashes. If you don't kill him right here with that full wake, I think it might be over. Does double Dawnlight himself. He does put a heal on himself. May not be enough though. Is it enough? And Lotto does have the damage. That was well done by Lotto. Horde body and trying to see if he can just body Lotto here. Is going to be a charge trap immediately. Silence to follow. Trying to see if he can back himself out of it. Yet another grip. Throwing the grenades. Doing a bit of damage. That is going to be the big clawy hand. So instead of going for the full army build, he's got himself clawy hand. Still going to get riders in. And Lotto is going to go down just to the riders themselves. With body going to be up next. Jason trying to see if he can get himself that opener. Chat, like I said, that's a perfect opportunity. I'm just gonna be like Jason into a full IBF. Got himself a bit of damage versus Jason. I swear, every time, bro, I'm just gonna think of Heavy Rain every time I say the word Jason. I swear to God, Killing Spree. I think there's nothing body can do unless you just got death strikes back to back to back. Killing Spree is a decent enough overall damage that it's gonna be a little bit tougher to counter it. It's gonna be Whir up next. Jason, Dust of Dots, is gonna try to see if he can get caught. Or not caught. Literally gonna be Whir backing up right against him there. Look at a little sus there, my man. Just so up close and personal. Jason's still taking a little bit of damage though. He down himself in evasion. Looking to use that evasion to just back himself out of that. Whir, do you have a grapple? He does have a grapple over. Cheap shot, super DR, blind to follow. No trinket available for Jason, but a trinket is available for Whir, though he is DR stunned. Killing Spree is doing a lot of damage. Cloak of Shadows does not stop it, unfortunately. That Killing Spree is full physical damage. It is not fire damage, unfortunately. Sociopathic going to be up next. Blade someone to Whir with an evasion. Does go for a short stun, but yet the evasion is still flying strong. He's waiting. I think he's waiting for a disarm. Get the shot. Gets a trinket. Might be a lot of damage. Big defenses available for Sociopathic. Try to see if he can get himself on top of the Rogue. And the Rogue looking for a bit of that catch up. Cheap shot for a second. Fear to follow. If we got another lockdown on Rogue, this could potentially be massive. Disarm for a second. For Associate, he's perfectly fine actually. Big Roar, that's going to add a little bit extra dot damage. Stun onto Were, blind to reset it. And the Rogue, if he dotted is the question. If he is dotted with a bleed, he does get caught out. Cheap shot, however. Mad burst with some coin flips. That was tough. There must have been a grapple hook with, no, there must have been a ghost strike, a drone rush, triple coin flips into it just between the eyes, back to back to back. There's just a lot of raw coin damage. Guaranteed tails damage during a burst. It is rough. But Word does get himself a reset. No trinket available for a while. He does have a DR between human racial and a normal trinket. No cloak for a bit, so for Layson, I like how we have Jason and Layson, dude. Because I feel like even with Layson, you could just throw that heavy ray. Layson! Close enough. Like, I swear, chat, my brain is broken. I find that Jason and Layson, his name's way too funny. Big killing spree. Layson immediately with the Shield of Vengeance. Wake of Ashes right after Kiddish shot to follow. We're profaning it, knowing there's going to be big damage. Just out for a second. I think the hammer can still fly for Layson. He should have a second one, I'm pretty sure, right? Unless he doesn't have the set. Blind. Wait, we're picking up a lot of damage there. Might be a Vanish. Does go for the Vanish to reset. Layson has a bubble in case he needs to. Lay enhance in case he needs to. There goes Lay. Does the Rogue run in? No, the Rogue backs up out of there. He doesn't actually need to go fighting him. He can wait. Wait for some cooldowns to come back in a bit here. He's still got a Warlock House Thunder on that team. So honestly, if you want to pick it up, you are allowed to use it. Technically are allowed to use it. At least for the time being. I don't know. Do we need to update the rules on duels? Or are we good? Big hammer onto her. Does pick up some healing. Cloak of Shadows expecting the second hammer to come down, but he does not. Does Layson not have his tier set for the double hammer? Or am I just not catching it? Or is he like delaying it to make sure that he can like maybe see if he can bait a cooldown out of her? Maybe so the Cloak is like, I'm alright, I'm gonna delay it, I'm gonna delay it. Okay, the Rogue caught a reset. Alright, not much you can do. Picking up the eye. That's gonna be the Rogue trying to see if he can get himself some coin damage. Get in some cooldown reduction, but I think he's going to get himself some damage and go for a reset. See if he can just wait out for some cooldowns here. No cloak for a while, no evasion either. Even if with evasion, that would at least give him some DR to work with. I think what he was just trying to do, trying to see if he can get the eyes that are Layson, CC him, make sure he doesn't chase after him. Come in, get the opener, run away. Layson's still in combat. He can mount up, chasing after him. By the time he's ready for it, eyes are gone. Trinket by both of them. Layson disarm for a second. Word got himself a fantastic opener. That's a lot of damage. Big hammer comes through. Layson with a blessing of protection. Word has to go for a reset. Vanish does come out. Does hit him with a blind. With the Searing Glare right after. He's got himself grapple hook. Evasion is available. It'll actually help you. Evasion might just have to be the play. Is just gonna go for that grapple. Layson is kind of low, but he knows he's gonna get a bubble out of the Rogue. He knows he's gonna get a bubble. The Rogue is gonna get a bubble out of him. Next go. Evasion is technically available. Killing spree, bubble. Pre-evasion would have been amazing because at least it would give a DR. One hammer. Does he get a second one hammer coming through? Vanish. No evasion for the Rogue. I don't know if he had a vanish there. It looked like it's animation for a vanish, but I'm not 100%. Where needs someone right now. Needs CC on the guy. Even a blind would help. Oh, he just needed a little bit. Just a little bit, but I ever came down by the Paladin with Storm Peaks. Gonna be up next. Got himself full burst, and Layson is left with not a lot here. Maybe Leon Hans is coming back up, but that's about all he can really do right now. He's got Wake of Ashes. Big hammer to Storm. Hold on a second. Wait, do you still have another one? What is this damage out of left field? And it still lands the slam dunk. What is that? What is happening? Lectin is going to be up next. Looking like a... I was going to say a Ninja Turtle, but the robe doesn't quite match it. I did like that horse. You know what? I feel like the bony horses for Undead are actually really sick looking. Using the succubus to pull Layson out from behind to pull a big chaos bolt right after. Is it enough? Is it going to be able to be to live this? However, it got himself a bit of healing. Shield of Venice right after. Big hammers to follow. And Layson got himself a little bit of hammers. Leon Hans is back up. No bubble, no bob for a while. Mortal Coil, but Licton does not have the line of sight. Gateway does get used. Bolt comes out. There's going to be Overlord to join in. Layson with a Searing Glare should be able to buy himself a little bit of time, just a few seconds, but still trying to see if he can keep himself alive. Not playing Herald of the Sun does deny you that ability to get that constant Dull Knight self-healing, which is massive, avoiding the succubus from the CC. Wake of Ashes technically set up for another big hammer. Interrupt could be huge. Does go for the one big hammer. Chaos Bolt does not come through. No kick available for Lacey for a second. Kills the succubus. That succubus took enough damage. It does go down. You can walk up at him. Mortal Coil is going to be really tough for you. Look at them hammers though flying. He's got a lot of hammer damage. The big hammer from a distance. Got himself a Syed, but I don't think it matters though. He doesn't want to go to hit onto Licton. One hammer of the righteous, and I think it does it. But it looks like he's just going to work down the succubus as best as possible. Cannibalize for Licton. So he's going to get himself quite a decent bit of recovery back there, actually. Yeah, Layson full Wake of Ashes, full succubus is going to end up eliminating it. Licton is a situation where he has to heart summon one. And it's going to have to try for it. Stun around the corner would be deadly. Oh, Trinket, Mortal Coil. Layson does not have an out. Chaos Bolt does go through. That's going to be a Pit Lord. Mad damage. Shield of Vengeance. He has nothing left. He is spent unless he can heal himself right now. Still no pet for Licton. That is an advantage over the Paladin. No pets for a while. No pet, no Mortal Coil for a second. Try to see if you can maybe end it blind for a moment. Searing Glade may give you the opportunity here to end this. This could be your chance. Big hammer? Is that enough though? Does hammer? The hammer comes through! The hammer comes through on Layson. Landing 3 kills. I love Templar Paladin. I really like it. I like the hammer play. I feel like I see too many Dawn Knight Paladins, but a solid Templar play, I appreciate it. Let's get us another one going here, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más.